I had just gotten back here when you guys rolled up on me. You guys started distracting me from what I was actually doing, which was checking out our publicly funded police cars.
Okay. What's your name, hon?
I don't need to give you my name, sir. Come on. Are you kidding? What's your name again?
It's a bait. Of course.
It's a bait? What is it? It's a bait. I was walking back here and it's a bait. Goodwin. You don't even know your freaking laws here. Oh, you better not. Oh, that's a public record. Are you turning on me too?
No, I'm making a phone call.
Oh, great. Do you see Goodwin, though? If you didn't approach me the way you did, and if you... Listen. You kind of... No. Are you going to let me speak?
No.
Oh, no? Then get away from me. Why are you out here wasting tax dollars? You guys need to get the proper signage. I've been through this time and time again. You know, if you are worried about that, which luckily for you, I'm here with no bad intent and wanting to hurt you, but you guys need to listen to me. You need to listen to me. You need to treat people with respect and dignity. You saw what just happened to that chick in Chicago, didn't you?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Can I help you?
Can I help you?
Yeah, this is unauthorized back here for anybody.
Since when? I'm not in a vehicle.
Yeah.
It says police vehicles only.
Yeah, it's police property, so...
It's public property if it's police property. Can I have your name, sir? Can I have your name?
You're welcome to be on the property, but you have to be up front, okay?
Why?
Because you can't trespass on police property.
Can you identify yourself?
Yes,
You're getting too
Goodwin.
close to me. You make me uncomfortable.
I'm Detective Goodwin with the Cal Police Department.
Uh-huh.
You just go out front. I'm not saying you have to leave.
Are these doors for only officers?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you guys have a no trespassing sign?
Did you need anything from...
I actually did,
What do you need?
but now I don't want to discuss it with you. I'm going to tell you that right now because you've been aggressive with me and you keep getting closer to me and you're making me uncomfortable.
All right, that's right. That's right. I'll bug her. She's just here at home. What can I do for you, miss?
What's your name, sir?
I'm Detective Paul with the Cal Police.
Do you understand that you guys can't say, like, trespass me or arrest me for trespassing if there's no sign?
We're not here to arrest you for
But
trespassing.
from what he was saying, do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
I'm allowed to be back here because it doesn't say authorized personnel only. That would be something different. That would be different, right? It doesn't say that. Both of them up there say the same thing as that, minus the do not enter. They say police vehicles only. And I did not come here in a vehicle.
Okay, so
does that make sense?
From the DeKalb Police Department?
I do, but I don't feel comfortable discussing it around.
Okay, he'll go that way. Did you need something from the DeKalb Police Department, miss?
Yes, but I'd rather go and do it. I was getting some shots from back here, checking out our publicly funded vehicles that you guys drive, right?
Okay.
Before I went in.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all right. Like I said, did you need anything before you go in? Is there anything that we can help you with?
No, I'm good. I just want him to be educated, and I'm guessing you understand that unless there's like a no trespassing sign or authorized person only thing, then I am allowed to be back here. And if you guys don't want people back here, you have to update your signage to make that a lawful demand.
Let me see if there's a sign that says that.
Well, I'll wait for you to walk up there. I'm not going to walk beyond the point. I know how that goes, but you go check it out. It's your PD, man. Bye. But you'll see yourself.
Can I walk to the front door so you can make contact with the desk?
Oh, I don't like police escorts. I do appreciate how cordial you've been, though. But you guys definitely do got to get the right signage if you don't want us back here. Bye. He hates me. Well, apparently the windy video is going to have to go because Detective, whatever his name is here. What was your last name again, sir?
Goodwin. You already have it.
Goodwin?
Yep.
I knew I had it. I couldn't recall, though. Why are you getting out now?
My boss.
Oh, is he coming?
No.
He doesn't need to come. They trained you well enough to know this. You're a detective.
Yep. I just come out to videotape you too.
Oh, is that on? It should be on. I'm glad you guys have the cameras before you have to, you know.
Yeah, so you're right. It said for police vehicles only.
Mm-hmm.
But Can I check with my supervisor? I'm pretty sure we can't just allow unauthorized personnel back here regardless of signage. You know what I mean?
Well, but then that would violate my rights. Do you understand that I'm allowed to be anywhere as long as it's, you know, you guys don't have that it has to be an authorized person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's like saying I can't go in the lobby because maybe, you know, maybe
Do you understand the statute for trespassing? Do you know what it says?
Oh, well, I absolutely... No, I don't need to. Do you need to repeat it to me?
Oh, yeah, it says that you can't enter or remain after being given a verbal or written notice.
But you can't, but you'd be violating my rights. If you cannot use the fact that I'm back here doing something that's lawful, that I'm constitutionally allowed to do, protected by the Constitution, and use that as a reason to trespass me. That's, you know, you're going to have to look into that yourself, I guess.
You know, and I understand that, but obviously for the safety of the people that work here, the fact that you seem to be back here aimlessly wandering around.
What do you mean? I had just gotten back here when you guys rolled up on me. You guys started distracting me from what I was actually doing, which was checking out our publicly funded police cars.
Okay. What's your name, hon?
I don't need to give you my name, sir. Come on. Are you kidding? What's your name again?
It's a bait. Of course.
It's a bait? What is it? It's a bait. I was walking back here and it's a bait. Goodwin. You don't even know your freaking laws here. Oh, you better not. Oh, that's a public record. Are you turning on me too?
No, I'm making a phone call.
Oh, great. Do you see Goodwin, though? If you didn't approach me the way you did, and if you... Listen. You kind of... No. Are you going to let me speak?
No.
Oh, no? Then get away from me. Why are you out here wasting tax dollars? You guys need to get the proper signage. I've been through this time and time again. You know, if you are worried about that, which luckily for you, I'm here with no bad intent and wanting to hurt you, but you guys need to listen to me. You need to listen to me. You need to treat people with respect and dignity. You saw what just happened to that chick in Chicago, didn't you? All right, and that's exactly part of the reason why, because it...
I was trying to help you out.
I said no. And then you kept going. Then you told me I couldn't be back here when I could. You know, but I totally get it. If you guys don't want people back here, you just got to put the proper signage, you know, and nobody's asked me to leave. Do you understand that? But I don't like when I'm just a regular citizen sitting here trying to talk to you and then you get up close to me, because what's that do to you? You get uncomfortable when somebody gets all up on you, right? I want you to understand, though, guys, that this is not baiting.
You have a good rest of your day, okay?
Bye. You failed your First Amendment audit. I actually show wonderful officers all the time. And sir, I can't wait to get that public record of my face. Do you see the way I was treated by these officers? Treated terribly.
What is it that they're trying to hide? Oh, I almost forgot. It's an officer safety issue. Well, like Accountability Angel said, cops need to treat people with respect and dignity because they're bringing the hate on themselves by treating the public like criminals. The United States is the richest country in the world, and I'm a proud American. However, law enforcement is taking the free out of freedom. The sad thing is, I'm sure that they put up no trespassing signs and authorized personnel only signs to prevent the people who fund their department from checking on it. Also, this clip shows that there is no such thing as a good cop. The cop with the hair tried to play the good cop role, but of course his true colors came out by shoving his body cam in the citizen's face. Oh, and if the bald cop thought Accountability Angel was baiting him, then guess what? You are smart as a fish for biting the bait. Let's continue.
Do you have your information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date of birth?
For what?
Because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
The crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
You don't have to know.
But how do I know what they did, though? I don't know what they did.
Okay, they broke the law. They're in possession of narcotics. That's why they're in the back of our cars.
Okay, now you're telling me that, okay?
Yeah. So, do you have your name and date of birth?
No.
Or a driver's license?
No.
So you're going to refuse to be listed as a witness since you sat here and videotaped the entire scene?
If you need a copy of the video, I can give you a copy of the video.
Well, yeah, but we're also going to need to identify you in our report that you were here videoing, so when we come to get a copy of that video, we can get that.
All right, let me talk to your supervisor.
He said that he won't want to give us his name and date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably going to end up going to jail because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my ID to speak to your supervisor? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why do you need to speak to the supervisor?
Because I requested to speak to him.
What warrants that?
Because I requested to speak to him and he's here.
Okay. So what's your point?
He's here. I need to speak with him.
You've got no part of the scene, right? But you want to speak to our supervisor.
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and it'll be at the jail. Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
What aren't you understanding? You put yourself in this situation right here. You see that? You're on private property.
Private
right now.
or public?
You're on private property right now.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
Do you have permission to be here?
Did the owner trespass me?
Well, this guy.
He doesn't want you here.
This guy actually did come over and tell us he wanted you to leave.
That guy right there?
Yeah.
So,
what's his name?
So what's your point?
What's the guy's name that don't want me here?
So do you want to identify yourself so we can list you as a witness to this crime, or?
I'm just asking a simple question. The guy that you just talked to, he doesn't want me here.
Yes.
So is he
Would
trespassing?
you like for me to go ask him to tell you to leave himself?
Do you already have that notice?
Yes, he told us when he came over here and gave me his business
Then why
card.
do you have to go ask him then?
If you would like for him to tell you himself.
He can tell me whatever he needs to do.
If
he needs to tell me to leave, I'll leave. Simple as that. He needs to give me a warning before you can trespass me.
Well, now until you identify yourself, now you're forced to not leave.
All right, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Don't worry about it. You'll get it in a minute.
What's up, Buck? You guys got the same nameplates?
Yeah, Deputy Chelly, 315.
You like that? You got
Same
the
nameplate.
You got the same nameplates?
Yeah.
Same person or?
Yeah, we're the same person.
We're all one.
He's the same person as me. There's obviously two of us standing here, but we're the same people.
All right, must be twins or something.
Yep.
Very well could be. So why'd you come over here?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
I don't.
So you just like coming and getting in the middle of crime scenes and filming them? I mean, it probably would have been a good idea to keep walking today.
Where'd you come from?
That's not relevant.
It's not relevant?
No, it's not.
So you just...
How do we know you didn't get out of this vehicle? Go behind and you're with them and you walked over.
Did you just really ask me that?
Did I seriously just ask you that?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, it actually is a serious question. Why would you randomly walk up to this and then fail to identify
I
yourself?
already told your supervisor what I do. I'm a
It's alright.
journalist.
I really don't care what you do. It doesn't matter.
You have a question?
No, I'm just waiting on this business card and I'm out of here. That's it.
I gave you my name and badge number.
I asked for a business card. You said you were
I
going
told
to
you I don't have
You
one.
don't have it. We all don't have any, man.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
My name is Cameron Chelly. My badge number is 315.
Okay, thank you.
For
All right, now, like I said, I already told you, I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories. That's
fine.
it.
We had no problem with that, man. We just don't like the space. I don't know, everybody, I mean, CNN could come down here and plop it. We wouldn't tell them to leave. I mean, there's no difference just because you have a smaller camera. I don't care.
Right.
Just be careful where you go, okay? That's
Right.
that's all we're trying to get at.
That's fine.
I have no problem you videotaping. There's no issue. We don't do anything wrong.
And that's what I told you earlier. I didn't have a problem with you videotaping.
Now, Sarge, am I free to go or am I being detained?
Not until you give your name and date of birth.
Hey, Pee.
Are you going to give in your name and date of birth or not?
I'm talking to your sergeant right now.
He's not talking to you. He's on the phone.
I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to your sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? We both have the same job.
He's a
We'll
higher
identify
rank than
one
you.
way or another.
He's a higher rank than you. That's why I speak. This is who I have to speak with. He's here, so that's
great.
who I'm speaking with.
That's great.
Okay.
But I made contact with you before he did.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure you're really versed in the law good enough in the fact that you're failing to ID.
On request
You
by
will
any
ID
police
or you
officer.
will not leave here.
I'm talking to you.
unless you're
I'm talking
back
to your
in the car.
supervisor right now.
I don't care.
What'd you
I
say
don't
your
care
first
if
name
you're
was
talking
again?
to a supervisor.
What?
What'd you say your first name was again? You told him, I just forgot it. Because I would like to address you by first name.
You can address me by sir,
Okay.
Mr., whatever the case may
So
be.
earlier when I spoke to you and I asked you to move back and you refused, did I not tell you that it was okay to film us? And I encouraged you to keep filming us.
I didn't say you didn't.
Okay,
Nobody has a problem with you filming.
Obviously, y'all
trying to make
guys
sure
are like
that you
right up in my
understand.
face right now.
Because you
I'm
injected
not up in your
yourself into
face.
this
If
crime
I were
scene.
up in your face, then you would know.
You need anything from him? You good?
I'm good.
Do you want to make the move? Okay. Can you try and identify him for us?
Yeah. All right. Let's go here. All right. Argument. You're not doing anything wrong, and but here's the deal. They got a point there. I mean, your worst case scenario is that your camera would be a part of evidence, but we're not going to go there because I have a camera. I have plenty of cameras going, so I don't need your camera. No, I don't think I need your video, man. I'll be honest with you. I got plenty of video rolling, but I'm just telling you, the worst case scenario, if something were major, yeah, we would need as much as we could.
Okay.
I mean, so just be careful with when you get into whatever you're doing. I know this is not the first time; it's going to be the last time. Hey, man, be careful.
Wow, these deputies are the definition of tyrants. They were so sure that the Potosi was going to ID or go to jail. It's evident that they violate individuals' rights all day and every day they're on the clock. By the way, there is a follow-up video which the Potosi issued formal complaints on these two deputies. The supervisor was not the best, but overall he sent his guard dogs to the cage. The officers claimed that the Potosi was on private property, but keep in mind, if that is the case, the person in charge of the property will have to personally ask the individual to leave the property, which never happened. Law enforcement officers are allowed and encouraged to allow the individuals to control the encounter and most likely to intimidate you from doing something that they cannot lawfully stop. In the United States, citizens have the First Amendment right to record law enforcement officers performing their duties, so threatening someone with arrest for simply exercising their right to film is a violation of that First Amendment right. Additionally, trying to coerce someone to give ID without a reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime is an infringement on their Fourth Amendment right, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Officers need a valid reason to demand identification, not just because they need to put your name on the report. Remember, the Potosi was in a similar situation like this before, which gave birth to Turner v. Driver, which is case law. There was a significant victory for the First Amendment and recording law enforcement during their course of duties. Let's continue.
Can I help you? No, I'm fine. Thank you. Okay, sir, please help me. Okay. So you don't need anything from the police department?
I do.
Okay, what do you need?
I'm getting that right now on footage. Is it, what I'm doing, is it wrong?
Recording? No, sir, you can record.
Okay, all right, thank you.
But you just can't.
Can't what?
Sir, do you need anything from the police department?
I can't what?
Do you need anything from the police department?
I do.
What do you need?
I'm recording it.
Okay, you can record, but you need to talk to me, okay? If you need something, I can help you out with.
I just told you what I was doing.
Sir, what's your last name?
Am I being detained?
Sir, what is your last name?
Am I being detained? Sir? Am I being detained?
Sir, do you need anything from the police department?
I do. I'm recording that right now. And I'm recording what I'm going after right now. Thank you.
Hey, sir, you're not walking that way.
Am I being detained?
You're not walking that way. You can stay right there.
What am I doing? Is it wrong?
Yeah, you can't go down this way any farther.
Why?
Well, this is Jeffersonville Police Department property, okay?
Is this public property?
No, this is the police station's property.
The city? Is it funded by taxpayers?
It's owned by the city.
So the people. So it's public property, right?
No, it's private property. You cannot go down that way.
Okay. What signs are posting that people can't go down this way? No signs? Okay. Guess I'll get a trespass notice then. And then,
Sir, so you don't want to share your name. If you need to conduct business at the police department, you need to go inside here or talk to me.
Okay.
If not, you need to leave.
Okay.
You can't be walking around the secure area of the police department, okay?
Who is your supervisor?
I have several supervisors right now.
Could I speak with the one on duty, please? Thank you. So am I being detained?
Sir, you're coming up and talking to me. If you, like I said, you wanted to talk to my superior,
Okay.
correct? But if you need to conduct business, you need to go outside and whatever it is, talk to me.
Do y'all have any signs posting that it's not allowed to be walking around and recording, like a no trespass or authorization for police officers only? Are there any other signs like that posted? Because how's the public supposed to know that they can't walk in this parking lot if there are no signs posted? Anybody? What's your name and badge number? Sir, are you refusing to identify yourself?
Sir, if you can read, it's K. Crawford,
I can't.
687.
Crawford 687? Sir, your name and badge number?
It's Veach 613.
Sir, your name and badge number?
I ain't gonna give it to you again. I'll give it to you once, homeboy.
That's right, Gibson.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
right.
Good
Thank
memory.
You. And your name and badge number?
Relaford 603.
Relaford 603? All right, thank you. Anybody can answer that? Is there a sign posted? No authorization only? I did see the fence, so I didn't go in the fence.
There is a sign down there that says restricted access.
Where is that at?
Right there.
Oh, I did read that.
There you go.
Yeah. Stop. Restricted access. This is not an emergency. Please contact the JPD Records Department for assistance. If you have any of the following symptoms, please return your vehicle, blah, blah, blah. If an emergency or after hours, dial 911 to request assistance. If it is after hours, call box is located around the front side of the building to contact dispatch. Okay. Are you the supervisor on duty?
Excuse me? No, it's not.
Okay.
So do you have an emergency?
So I don't see where it says I can't do what I'm doing.
Restricted access, okay? If
What's
this is not an
restricted access?
emergency,
The
you
building?
call us. You have an emergency that you'd
Is
like
the
to
building
speak to the police
restricted
about.
access?
You have an emergency that you would like to speak to the police.
I do. I do.
What is your business?
I'm recording.
Okay. Anything past this?
Where's your
these
sign that
signs?
says that? Because how does the public know if there's no sign that says
You
that?
can't be back behind the building videotaping. That's restricted access. Okay.
Videotaping the building in public?
Yes. Back there in a ditch line. Don't you think that's a little suspicious?
Suspicious of what?
Don't you think that's a little? Is that normal? Is that reasonable behavior?
If I'm recording for a project I'm working on, yes.
What is the project?
I don't have to disclose that to
You
you.
don't have to disclose it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So what am I doing that's illegal? I'm trying to figure that out.
no one said you're doing anything illegal. You're fine.
I'm not
where
doing
you're
anything
at.
illegal and I'm
Okay.
fine.
But you're in a ditch line.
So if I go back over there, I'll be arrested.
Okay. Do you want to answer? Or you just want to talk over top?
Will I be arrested if I go over there?
No. But you'll be asked to leave.
This is public property, and they are attempting to tell me that I can't be back here. How you doing, officer?
I'm good.
Your name and badge number, please.
That's my
Sir?
name. That's my name. What's your name?
Your badge number, please.
What's your name?
Sir, are you refusing to identify?
No, I'm right here. That's my name.
What's your badge number?
You don't need my badge. Where you
Refusal to identify. Could you get me your sergeant, please, or whoever is the officer on duty?
This is our supervisor.
Who is your supervisor if you're not going to identify
My
yourself?
supervisor, Lieutenant Gibson.
Who is Lieutenant Gibson?
Huh?
Is he here?
No, he's not available.
I think I just actually probably saw him.
So, what I wanted to let you know
What is your badge number?
beyond this, are you going to give us your number? Beyond this area back here, coming back here.
Do you have a sign? I need to know that because I'm doing a public story. This is journalism, and you all are violating my First Amendment right.
And now we're advising you that this is restricted area.
Okay.
So therefore, this point forward, if you
What
do come
area
back
is
and
restricted so that I know?
You see that entrance?
Yep.
Everything this side of that.
Where's the sign that says that?
We don't need a sign on
Well, how am I
private
supposed to
property.
remember that?
I'm letting you know. That's what I'm doing.
So where is it? This fence?
And you got it recorded, so
This fence?
this access point here.
So what does that
Anything
mean?
Beyond this access point.
This? Is it this? This? Past this? Anything past this? Anything past this? Can I go? Hello? Crawford, is that what he said? Can't go past that? Is that what he said? I couldn't understand him. Do you all know at all? If that's what he was saying, beach? Do you all even know if that is a legitimate spot that you can't cross over? You all don't know?
We're getting that information right now.
Y'all didn't know and you trying to give me directives that you don't even know.
We're getting it.
So really I can go over here because y'all don't even know if it's allowed or not. It's all good. Is this what you said?
Yeah. You're not
Past this?
anywhere beyond this.
Okay, thank you.
That's restricted
Thank you,
area.
sir. Y'all are dismissed.
Huh?
Y'all are dismissed.
Yeah. And in terms of the official business, you have business here.
I
that's
do.
Fine.
I do have business.
But
here,
if you
sir.
go anywhere beyond that,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to let you know that you're gonna be arrested for trespassing at that point.
You're gonna give me a
because you're-
warning, okay.
Because you're in a restricted area.
Okay.
Okay.
And then what happens after that?
I just told you, you'd be arrested for trespassing.
Veach can speak now. What did you say?
You've been advised if you go past a certain point of
Past
public
this
access-
point?
Yep.
Where Crawford is?
Uh-huh. If you go past this point, okay, that's a restricted area. You've been advised that if you go past that area, you're now getting a warning for trespassing.
Will you all put a, well, I'm not trespassing now, am I?
You were.
Am I trespassing?
So you've been given a warning.
Okay.
So if we catch you back there again, you will go to jail.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Other than that, have a great day.
Have a great day.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure I know what your name. Is there something like Mr. Just something I can call you?
Sir.
Okay, sir. We've advised you of where you can and can't go at this
We've
point.
already,
And what we're gonna do
is there anything else we need to talk about? Because I already know that I don't need to be past that. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We don't need to do that. Because I'm not past that mark anymore. And I didn't see that.
There's also a spot in the back here that you can
Okay.
add additional information.
I read it and I
Okay.
didn't see that.
See that?
Thank you for explaining it. Now this is the customer service we're talking
There
about.
you go. Now you are no longer here for your official business.
Actually,
you can take that, you can fill it out. Make
listen.
sure that he's trespassed from the property.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and then go about our business and what we need.
Sir,
to do.
do I
Have a
not
good day.
have the right to
a good
record
day.
on public property?
You do.
I do?
But you are now
No, because you all disrupted my business. I was not here for this initially. So when y'all came out here and violated my rights, that's when you stepped into official business.
This department is making sure to keep their officers uninformed on the basics. By doing so, allows the officers to give unlawful orders like saying their police station is private property. Also keeping the officers as smart as guard dogs, no disrespect to guard dogs, will keep the revenue flowing through the department because the poorly trained law enforcement officers will harass, ticket, and arrest the citizens of Jeffersonville, Indiana, and think they're doing a good job while doing so. I honestly can't believe these tyrants still trespassed and then arrested the citizen after telling him where the restricted area was. Remember to keep your cameras rolling until you leave the property, because when law enforcement officers see an opportunity, they'll strike. Use the links below for updates on the case. Let's continue.
I can't record?
You can't record into the courthouse. That's what all the signage says.
What signage? Show me where it says I can't record through a glass window.
You can't record inside to the courthouse.
So
The people
you
coming
build
into
a
the courthouse-
$283 million courthouse with glass in the front, and we can't record the notices on the front of the window because there's glass.
You can record the notices, but you weren't recording the notices when you were all the way up, recording straight through where there's no notices.
So now you're going to talk about how I'm recording.
Okay.
Look.
We do this all
tell-
the time.
Okay.
Can you not record? The people coming into the courthouse have the right to privacy, especially domestic
No, they
violence.
don't. Not if they're walking in public.
But once they're inside, they don't.
That's fine. I can record everybody coming in and out of the courthouse. And
not into the courthouse? You're fine.
what does that mean? I can't record through glass windows. Is that what you're telling me?
We just have the number for judicial administration, so you can go ahead and call there. That's
Okay.
the only phone number that we have.
So I'm recording the notices because everyone's really confused about the hours and everything else, and you communicate directly with the attorneys, but not all the pro pers. So he just told me why I was recording these notices that I could not record through the glass. You want to tell me where there's an order anywhere on here that says I cannot record through the glass of the courthouse?
I don't know. If you want to record all these orders, that's fine with me.
If I want to record through the glass, is that fine with you?
That's something you'll have to take up with county council. No clue.
So county council is in charge of whether I can record through the glass.
Or the presiding judge. You'll have to take it up with him.
Okay, and your name and badge number?
Deputy Craig, 1869.
Thanks.
I wonder how many more decades will it be before everyone in the United States is 100% comfortable with cameras. In my opinion, it will be when Generation Alpha become adults. Generation Alpha is the Americans born between 2011 through 2025. Cameras will be second nature to them because they grow up with tablets and all sorts of technology that involve cameras. Unfortunately, we'll have to deal with uneducated cops like the big man here telling people to stop recording things that's clearly in public. But let's continue.
Yeah, so I just had my the alarm go off here. My code didn't work, so no. I'll dispel your worries already. I got my key on me. I can show you the damn.
You're all good, man. I know you're standing out here waiting in the cold.
It's just annoying.
What's your last name for my report, Sean?
I don't want to give it, unfortunately.
I have to do a report.
Well, I haven't committed a crime.
No,
so.
but you know what? I have to do a report.
Yeah, you can.
So if something happens, they call and I say, oh, it's John Wilson.
Right.
But John Wilson doesn't work for us. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I respect my privacy, and I know I haven't committed a crime.
Okay, then that's fine. Then when I call your owners, I'll tell them you're uncooperative with police, and right now you're not allowed to go in that building because you don't have an ID on you. And you can ID yourself, you're not allowed to go in.
Well,
I'm just telling you, you have to identify yourself. I'm on an alarm. You don't have the proper code. I don't care if you have a key, you can't go in unless you identify yourself. You're bringing this on yourself. No big deal. It's for a report, dude.
I get it.
I have to do a report. That's my policy.
You gotta do a report. What? That's their policy. Yep. The law states I don't need to identify myself.
Yes, you do. You have to identify yourself to a police
a
officer. No, that's not true. That's not true.
That's correct. It started off as a really good encounter. Now you're kind of escalating it.
Well, no, because you aren't telling me who you are.
Right.
So I don't know who you are. Yeah, and I'm
my name's
Deshaun. Too, just like you're recording me, I'm recording you too. You have to identify yourself.
No, that's not how the law works.
Yes.
You have to be.
Well, when you become a lawyer, I'm going to call my.
It's not being needed to be a lawyer.
Yeah,
it's knowing your rights.
Can we get your manager on the phone then to identify yourself to me?
Well, first of all, our GM just changed.
Okay, so who's in charge of the store?
A guy named Benjamin. I've never actually met him.
Can you get charged of somebody does you have a phone number?
I tried calling our district manager.
Okay.
His phone's off or he's not. Something. Again, I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Here's the deal. It's no big deal. This isn't. Why don't you want to identify yourself?
Because I respect my rights, and I know.
respect your rights. And here's the thing. I respect the rights of this company.
Yeah.
And you're saying I'm okay to be here, but
I can open this lockbox. I can open these safes. I can open this door with my personal key. I told you. They told you my name's Deshaun. That is correct. I can go and show you.
Yeah. No, we're fine. No, you know what? We're done.
I can show.
So when something happens, yeah, we're done. Nope. I'll just run all the license plates out here and we'll find them.
Oh, sure. I don't have a car. Good luck, bud. See what happens? They just escalate, man. Try to bully their way. It started off as a great encounter, and here we go. He wants to go. He's gonna run license plates. He's gonna do all this stuff. Hold on. Roll on the window real quick.
Can I help you, sir?
Yep. So I'm just wondering.
What can I do for you, sir?
Just name and badge number, please.
Dawson 68. Yep.
Dawson 68.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Just don't.
And I identify myself to you because
It's your policy.
Anyways. No, I just do it anyways. But
it is in Plymouth Police Department policy.
We'll just figure out. No, it's just our policy. When it's an alarm thing. I don't know who you are. You say you're okay to be here.
I was trying to show you before you walked off.
That's okay, sir. Nope, I understand. We're good. Have a nice day, sir.
Yeah, man. Just try not to let your ego get in the way anymore.
Police officers do not have an inherent right to demand identification from a citizen without reasonable articulable suspicion of a criminal activity. Citizens have the right to remain anonymous and refuse to provide identification unless specific circumstances are met. That's also known as the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. If citizens are unfamiliar with their constitutional rights, particularly those outlined in the Bill of Rights, you should educate yourself and become more informed. Knowledge is everything when it comes to protecting your rights. By knowing them, you can actively participate in preserving and defending the principles outlined in the Bill of Rights. Here's a quick outline of the Bill of Rights, which are the first 10 amendments of the Constitution. The First Amendment, the freedom of speech, the freedom of press, the freedom of religion, the right to petition, the right to assemble. The Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. The Third Amendment, no quartering soldiers. The Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. The Fifth Amendment includes your rights in criminal cases. The Sixth Amendment includes your rights to a fair trial. The Seventh Amendment includes your rights in civil cases. The Eighth Amendment includes your rights as far as bails, fines, and punishments to make sure you're not taken advantage of. The Ninth Amendment are the rights retained by the people. And the 10th Amendment says the federal government only has powers delegated in the Constitution.
But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description to go check out their channels and show them some love. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the next episode.